You asked me just to give a few updates about my campaign, and I'm really happy to do that, Michael. I think my campaign is gathering really good momentum. I was at a President Donald J. Trump rally in Las Vegas, Nevada, just a few days back. And I think it was an invite-only event for his campaign volunteers. And the theme of the event was no tax on tips, which I think is an incredible policy that President Trump has. And, I think it immensely helps our great American restaurant workers and bartenders, not just in Las Vegas, but across the country. I believe, Michael, that the Trump Republican Party stands strong with the American worker. And, we really are the regular, everyday American People's Party. Though, to be really honest, there's no such thing as a regular American, because I believe in American exceptionalism. I believe one of the reasons we're the greatest country in the world, Michael, is because we as Americans are exceptional people. But we really are the party of the American worker, our great American farmers, oil and gas workers, coal mine workers, construction workers, restaurant workers, bartenders, caddies, truckers, police, sheriffs, ICE, military, veterans, firefighters, first responders. The Trump Republican Party is America's Republican Party because we keep America and our American people first. I also want to say, I've had some good exposure when it comes to media. I've been interviewed by RSBN, which, as you know, is Right Side Broadcasting Network. It's a national network. And, I said on social media that I think about 12,000 people saw that interview live in Nevada, but I think it was more like 100,000 people. So just want to say, our campaign for president is gathering good momentum. Two quick things I want to share as well.
Okay.
So I have made a policy statement on my campaign social media in the form of a video and a statement. And here's the policy. So look, Michael, as you know, our great American flag flies half-staff. They call it half-staff. Sometimes to show respect to certain situations and events, right? It flies half-staff. And, I was thinking about it, and I said, look, I love our great American flag, and I'm a very patriotic guy, and I think our American flag, or I believe our American flag, should always fly high and proud, always and forever fly full staff and high and proud. And, there's this great video by President Trump. It's actually a speech by President Trump, and, as you know, I'm tremendously positively inspired by President Trump. And in the video, President Trump says, have you challenged accepted wisdom? And I said to myself, look, for a long time, America and probably many other countries across the world have been flying our great American flag half-staff on certain occasions. And I don't like that. I want our great American flag 24/7, 365, always to fly high and proud. And so I'm making this campaign promise. If I become President of the United States of America, the 48th President of the United States of America, I will always and forever fly our great American flag high and proud in our country. It will never fly half-staff.
Okay.
And, that's just a patriotic policy that I have. And, the last thing I want to share is, a lot of people, Michael, over the last few weeks and days and months even, have asked me, what would you do if J.D. Vance runs against you for president? And even, some people even encouraged me to make a statement about it. And I did make a statement about it. And the reality is, I don't really care if J.D. Vance runs. I really don't care. Look, you need to have a certain type of personality to be president, and you need to have a certain type of personality to be vice president. Now, look, President Trump is top of the ticket and the 47th president of the United States of America for many reasons. He's a big Christian. He's a fighter. And he has that I am president of the United States of America aura and the alpha male personality that a president should have. Now, J.D. Vance, I actually call him docile beta male J.D. Vance, or docile cheeks beta male J.D. Vance. I believe he's a beta male, and I think he will make a great vice president. Don't get me wrong. I think J.D. will make a great vice president because he will complement the top of the ticket, the man, President Donald J. Trump, in a very nice way. I think bottom of the ticket is a good position for him. But I can almost definitively say that J.D. Vance, or docile cheeks beta male J.D. Vance, will not be president in 2028. Look, Michael, I believe a lot of people already resonate with what I just said. The norm is the vice president is favored to win the next cycle, right? But I think it's just the politically correct thing to think or say because people want to support the ticket. The reality is, and this is a fact, There are very few, probably only 6 vice presidents in the history of our country where the vice president has actually gone on to become president by winning his own election. Look, vice presidents are vice presidents for a reason. Presidents are presidents for a reason. JD, in my opinion, will not be president in 2028, and many of you, I believe, already in your heart, believe this. I believe the opinion of JD Vance, being the apparent frontrunner, will start changing as soon as he begins his campaign for president, if he begins his campaign for president. I just want to say this, I'm ready to take a bullet for all our American people. On the political stage, I've taken on criminal gangs and cartels such as MS-13 and Tren de Aragua. I've talked about it on your show multiple times. And, I've told these gangs directly on air that if you're listening in, get the hell out of our great United States of America. And I believe I have the personality, the ability, and the I am President of the United States of America aura that President Trump has that will take me across the finish line on November 7th, I believe, 2028. J.D. Vance will not be president November 7th, 2028. And I just wanted to share that with your great viewers and listeners. And, again, I want to say, I'm really honored to be a guest on your great Good Morning Keys radio show today where, I'm sure thousands of great American patriotic supporters of President Donald J. Trump are listening in live. And, I'm the biggest and most loyal supporter of President Trump in the country, and I've proven that through my campaigning. And, I just want to encourage your viewers to take a look at my campaign website. It's www.garybarveforamerica.com. I'll share it at the end of the segment as well. And again, Michael, thank you so much, and happy to answer any questions that you might have for me. Open book, sir.
Yeah, well, and I appreciate that. Gary Barve for president. It is GaryBarveForAmerica.com online to find out more. So interesting. You brought up a couple of different points as far as flying the flag at half-mast. So do you not feel that's an appropriate way to show respect or condolences, or for instance, Jimmy Carter is the reason?
Understood.
So do you think that's an inappropriate way to show that respect?
Well, I believe that respect should be shown to certain events and situations. I'm completely for that. Okay. I want to clarify, I'm completely for showing respect to certain situations and events as a country.
Yes.
But flying the great American flag half-staff just does not resonate with me. I think we should find an alternate way to show respect, to show support to certain situations and events as a country, and we'll figure out what that alternative way is. I always want to see our great American flag always and forever fly high and proud. I want our enemies to see that. I want our friends to see that. I want our American people to see that. I think we owe it to our country. I think we owe it to our great American police, sheriffs, ICE, military, veterans, firefighters, first responders who risk their lives for our great American flag. I genuinely believe we owe it to America to fly our great American flag high and proud 24/7, 365. And, I'll just say this. Let's say I become president, right? I believe I will become president someday. I will say this. The day I die, right, whenever that happens, I want the American flag, if I'm president, I want the American flag to fly 1 foot higher than it usually flies. I love our country, and I think it's the way to show support and respect for our great country. I want our American flag always to fly high and proud, and I will get this done if I'm elected 48th President of the United States of America.
Again, it is Gary Barve. He's running for president in the 2028 election, and it will be interesting, Gary, to see what J.D. Vance does do. He kind of by necessity right now is kind of taking a back seat to President Trump. It would be kind of foolhardy to try to upstage him. It'll be interesting to see.
Well, there's no way to outstage. There's no way to outstage the man, President Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
And I think it's his personality as well. He takes the backstage because that's his personality. It comes naturally to him. And I think he's a good choice for vice president. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
President Trump has made a good choice for vice president in the form of J.D. Vance. Don't get me wrong. I believe that. But I believe J.D. Vance has that docile beta male personality. And, some people say, why are you saying that about the vice president? I'm saying that because I want to knock him out of the election as soon as possible politically. I want to win this election, and not just for some power grab, Michael. I want to win this election because I genuinely believe that I'm the right man to lead the country come 2028 and make America great again.
Yeah.
Keep America great and save America as a Republican supporter of the 47th and the greatest president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.